The movie opens with a masterfully planned robbery at a racetrack count room, spearheaded by Parker and his close partner Philly, Thomas Jane. Everything seems to be going smoothly until an ordinary racetrack employee decides to completely break the rules of a standard heist. In a moment of panic and greed, the worker shoots Philly, grabs a bag of the stolen loot, and flees the scene with his family in tow. The scene transitions into absolute madness as a masked, furious Parker chases the escaping vehicle directly onto the active racetrack turf. The visual of a car plowing through dirt while jockeys and horses scramble out of the way creates a bizarre, unforgettable spectacle. It culminates in a grim, darkly funny Shane Black moment where Parker catches up, shoots the rogue thief, and calmly hands a stack of hush money cash to the bewildered, newly widowed wife right in front of her kid. Just as Parker thinks he has saved the score and survived the racetrack madness, the sequence moves to the getaway meetup, where the true plot of the movie ignites. The crew gathers, breathing a sigh of relief, only for their getaway driver, Zen, Rosa Salazar, to execute a cold-blooded double-cross. In a shocking twist, she opens fire on the unsuspecting thieves, fatally finishing off a wounded Philly and wiping out the rest of the team. Parker takes a bullet but manages to plunge over the edge into a nearby roaring river, barely clinging to life. It is a breathless, beautifully edited stretch of betrayal that completely flips the script, transforming the film from a standard caper into a relentless story of revenge. The sequence draws to its chilling conclusion in the sleek, high-rise office of Grogan, Tony Shalhoub, the untouchable syndicate boss pulling the strings from behind the scenes. As Zen arrives with the blood-stained duffel bags of cash, Grogan treats the massive body count not as a tragedy, but as a minor accounting adjustment. He systematically double-checks the ledger, completely unbothered by the human cost, and commands his fixer, growthy, Lakeith Stanfield, to completely erase any lingering loose ends. This shift from gritty, frantic action to cold, corporate malice raises the stakes for the rest of the movie, making it absolutely clear that if Parker survives that river, he isn't just going after a rogue driver, he's going to war against an entire empire. 863. The final beats of this extended opening bring the sequence to a haunting, brilliant conclusion. Far downstream from the ambush site, Parker's battered, waterlogged body drags itself onto a muddy riverbank. He is bleeding out, entirely alone, stripped of his money, and mourning the only crew he ever trusted. In a mesmerizing, wordless performance by Wahlberg, Parker uses a rusted piece of metal to cauterize his own wound, his face contorting not just with physical agony, but with a cold, terrifying clarity. As the camera slowly pulls back into a sweeping wide shot of the bleak landscape, a low, pulsing bassline kicks in. Parker stands up, turns his gaze back toward the city, and takes his first agonizing steps forward. He has no weapons, no allies, and no plan, only an unyielding, unbreakable vow to hunt down every single person who thought they could play dirty and get away with it.